Welcome to Modern Art Blitz. I'm your host, Matt Gleason. My guest today, the king of neon. Was there a vote? Maybe you're the president of neon. Or is it a monarchy?
It is a monarchy.
Michael Flechtner. Michael, welcome to Modern Art Blitz.
Matt, thank you very much for having me.
So I guess the main question that we have to ask you is, why neon? Or well, maybe even to back that up, did you start off in another art format and land at neon?
I started out, basically I studied sculpture and painting in undergraduate school and graduate school, but I was always fascinated with electricity, colored light, science, wiring, so on and so forth. So in college I started doing pieces that were interactive, that used little flashing lights and things. And after a while it just wasn't enough, and it was presented to me that neon could be an expressive art material. And so I started looking into using neon as an expressive art material, along with the other things that I was using, metal, wood, ceramics.
When was the last painting?
Many
moons ago?
Yeah.
Okay. So what are we looking at here?
This piece is called Amazed, doing our level best. And the inspiration is the Western Exterminator sign out on the Hollywood freeway with all the yellow rats running across the top. And so basically I copied that rat, and the brick-like structure in the middle of it is
like a maze?
It is a part of a maze. It's kind of an internal maze that I think being in the rat race we're always running. So
when is this piece from?
2016.
2016, pretty recent.
Yeah.
Okay, so is working in neon radically more expensive than somebody who buys expensive canvases, the best oil paints? It looks, I don't know, what's the price point?
It's pretty expensive. Transformers are probably the most expensive part of it.
Really?
Yeah, some of the glass can run, or for a 4-foot stick might cost $20.
Oh, wow.
But the Transformers animation, this piece only has 1 or 2 Transformers, so it's not, it wasn't that expensive to produce.
What about that neon gas?
The neon gas?
Do you have to go to a mine? Do you mine it? How do you get it?
Comes in a can.
Really?
Yeah, it comes in, I have like these 12-liter bottles that have the gas.
And do they have the color added?
No, that's the color. That's the color of the gas itself. Neon gas is that red-orange color that you see in like open signs. And
then how do you make blue?
There's 3 different components to color. So if you put argon gas, which is pale lavender, but you add a drop of mercury to it, it'll turn the pale lavender to like a bright electric blue.
Really?
And basically, it's the red gas, neon gas, and argon with mercury. You see that basically in combination with colors of glass and also phosphor coatings inside the tubes for a palette of over 300 different colors.
Really?
Yeah.
It's just the amount of argon and mercury that you mix in?
No, that's pretty fixed. So if you put mercury, actually with any gas, you put it in neon gas, it'll turn it blue. Krypton, xenon gas, it turns everything blue.
Wait, there's a thing called krypton? I thought that was only in comic books.
No.
There's a real krypton?
We use krypton gas.
Really?
Yeah, one of my other cameras, it's the real pale silvery one with the little beads running through it. That's krypton gas.
So you've proven to us that you are not from the planet Kryptonite.
No, I'm not.
Krypton.
I'm not from the planet.
No Kryptonite. No, you're not. Okay.
And I'm not kryptonite. Did you know there's 3 different kinds of kryptonite?
You're not super. The one that hurts Superman is the one I'm familiar with.
That's the green one. There's the gold one. There's the red one.
Oh, geez. What's behind you now?
This is my stamp. I designed this stamp for the United States Postal Service. It's a forever stamp.
In 2011.
It first came out in 2011. They renewed it, reissued it in 2015. So it continues to be on sale to UPS.
Is this a popular stamp?
It's one of the most popular stamps.
Do you get it? Do you 25-cent stamp? I don't even know how much a stamp is today, but do you get a penny for each stamp?
No, they pay me up front.
They just pay up front? Now, when they renewed it, they pay you again?
No, they just said, would you sign the contract? I said, do I get another check? And they said, no, sorry.
So it was more just like the ability for you to say,
yeah,
this is my art, and it doesn't say your name anywhere on it.
No, they don't let they don't let anybody know that.
Do you have an original artwork like this, or that you could sell?
No, I'm not allowed to. They own the copyright.
You sold, but do you own the actual object?
No, that was part of the contract, is they got the object.
Is there a particular post office?
You can go to the Smithsonian National Postal Museum.
And it's there?
It's on display.
Wow, Smithsonian Museum. I don't know that we've had many artists on this show that have showed at a Smithsonian museum. That's pretty.
And I'm from your art boot camp class. So I'm one of the probably the few artists from that, from your school who has a piece in the Smithsonian.
Well, we have many people with success there. Many of them.
Yes,
with successes. And again, this was the year 2011, or did you do it? Did you get commissioned, or did you have a contest?
No, they approached me and they said, we think neon would be a really good medium for a stamp, and I thought they were kidding. And then he showed me a mock-up of one of my pieces as a forever stamp, and I said, well, it looks like I've already done the work, just send me the money. He goes, no, we want you to come up with something.
You have to go through the whole process.
Yeah.
So people buy this one specifically for birthdays, I assume,
any
anniversaries?
any sort of celebration.
Any sort of celebration?
Yeah.
Is there a lot to celebrate these days?
Yes.
Yeah, sure. So hey, why don't you turn on your camera and turn on the lights? There we go. Okay. Now, you're kind of it's kind of not showing up because it matches the green screen color.
Yeah.
I think the kryptonite one might have been a.
I know.
So you're kind of famous for going out to LA to the art openings at galleries on Saturday nights with your camera, but it's not a functioning camera. It's a functioning neon sculpture.
Yeah, it's a functioning wearable piece of art.
How much would that retail for?
$800.
$800.
Yeah.
And have people bought these?
Yes.
They're popular.
Yes. Katy Perry owns a blue one of these.
Who's Katy? I know that's a famous person, but
Katy Perry, she's some singer or something.
Well, speaking of famous people, this is my favorite piece of yours. Can we look at the whole sign here? Okay, now tell us the story about this, and then I'll tell you my version.
Well, I've been aware of you, ever since I, got to the Los Angeles art scene, and there's just so many stories about you. And it's like, wow, people either love Matt or hate Matt, but there's nobody has ambiguous feelings about you.
No.
And so I was thinking, and so I just thought, Matt Gleason before he matched you.
Now, who's that really based on?
There was a slogan during like a Nixon re-election, is like Dick Nixon before he dicks you.
Well, it's the company you keep. Now, here's my version of this. People came up to me in Chinatown, and they were like, they're a little terrified that I might flip out on them or think they're somehow involved. So they say, Matt, there's a sign. I think it might be making fun of you. Making fun of me? What do you mean? Well, you got to go see it. I was like, well, where is it? It's kind of that way. I was like, what? And then finally somebody came up with a photo of this, and I knew immediately it was the Nixon thing. And the first person I suspected of doing it was you! But I thought, no, I'll find out. So I went down, and poor Saskia was terrified.
Yes,
she was truly terrified that I would hate this. But unlike some people in the art world, lots of people in the art world, unlike some people in the art world, I have a sense of humor. Some people, you can write a little thing about them, and a year later, they're still ranting and raving about that little thing you wrote about them where you didn't focus them in the perfect light. But I think you're an artist who takes risks just because you did this. Like,
yeah,
you knew I would like it, though.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
You were never afraid.
Well, I was kind of, I had to test the waters. And when I asked Saskia about, showing it in her gallery, she was going, do you have some sort of relationship with Matt? I said, well, I attended this boot camp. He did a great job. And she goes, oh, all right. She was just checking out and make sure there was like no major conflict.
Her due diligence. All right. Well, let's see what else we got here. There was a very fun piece, and I got a lot of mileage out of it. I hope you did too.
Yeah, I have.
So what are we looking at here?
I was born in the year of the rabbit, and so I did this year of the rabbit piece. And it's animated, and this rabbit shows up in my work pretty often. And when I was going through my personal files, I realized when I was very young, I read books about rabbits, but I have no recall of any of it. And so the rabbits have been showing up, rabbits and rockets. And so this piece, I was looking at some slippers that a friend sent me from Japan, and they had this kind of rabbit motif. And it kind of inspired me to do this piece, So it was just basically the circular motif with the two little ears up, and a little bit of play on words. The Hare could be hair, or it could be
hair, or like Hare Krishna.
Yeah, like Hare Krishna.
Now, the next year of the rabbit is 2019.
Ooh, perfect.
Did you know that?
No, I did not know that.
Oh no, I'm wrong. It's 2023.
Oh, if it was 2022, I'd be pretty excited. But 2020,
it's always an odd numbered year. The rabbit's
okay.
always and in Japan, it's the year of the cat. Did you know that?
The year of the cat?
Yeah, they don't have rabbits in Japan, so I guess I'm not an expert here.
I think they have rabbits in Japan.
Well, they call it the year of the cat. And there's that old song, The Year of, okay, never mind.
Right.
Okay, so are we dating ourselves yet? Hey, so are you an LA native?
No, I'm from Tiffin, Ohio, a tiny little town in northwestern Ohio.
Tiffin?
Tiffin.
When did you get out of there?
Oh, I got out of there, when I went off to art school.
Oh, where'd you go to art school?
Columbus College of Art and Design. So I have my bachelor's from there in sculpture and painting.
And no master's?
I have a master's in sculpture and painting from Wichita State University.
Wichita. Hey, so did you ever meet the Wichita lineman, and is he still on the
No,
line?
I didn't.
No? Okay, I had to go there.
Yeah,
every
he's
time
going to see. But one other thing about Columbus College of Art and Design, they approached me last week, and they've awarded me the Joseph V. Canzani Award for Excellence, alumni. So
really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's prestigious.
Yeah.
Anytime the alumni, they don't want me back at the schools I went to. Woo!
Well,
Hey.
I mean, the funny thing was, when I was there during my sophomore review, they said, Mr. Flechtner, you'd probably be better off becoming a plumber.
Whoa! That's like a challenge, though, don't you? Did you take it like, all right?
No, I was devastated, So I went and talked to some of my professors. I said, well, how am I supposed to deal with this? And they go, oh, just take it with a grain of salt. And I thought, okay.
Good. Well, that's good. Those are good professors.
Yes.
Wow. So, was this our fifth artwork? We got one more? Wow. What's going on here?
This piece is called Radiation.
Radiation. Not radiation.
Not radiation.
Radiation. Is this a Fukushima response?
No. This piece was made in 1988.
This is an artwork from 1988. Wow, the last time the Dodgers won the World Series. I wonder how long it's going to take for that to happen again. Hey, so 1988.
Yes.
You were making neon.
Yes.
So you've seen neon be trendy.
Oh, it's been this roller coaster ride.
Now, the only other I've had two other neon artists on the show, and they're both pretty well known, as you are. Richard Ankrum.
Yes.
And Lily Lackage.
Yes.
Okay, so do people ever like have like fights over like who's the most famous neon artist?
I just tell them. I tell everybody I'm the best.
Oh, I didn't say best, but no. Did you ever work with any of them? Do you know them? I mean, is it a tight knit neon artist community?
We seem to all know each other.
Do you get together and say, okay, we're gonna like jack up the price of our sculptures here?
No, there's never any of that sort of. Everybody has a different way of working with neon. They have different relationships with it. I mean, Richard goes around and collects old pieces of neon, and he reutilizes them in his work. Lily designs all of her stuff and has somebody bend it. And me personally, I do all my own bending because I really have to feel that connection with the material.
Okay, wow. Now, we got more here. Geez, what's this?
Jeez, this piece is called Moola Tipping Another Sacred Cow.
Okay.
And the original design was for a bank out in Wichita, Kansas. And he says, Michael, I really like your ideas, the yen, the euro, the dollar sign spelling out yes, the cow's white, sacred cow. He says, I really like your ideas and your thought behind this stuff, but we can't put Jesus Saves inside of our bank.
Oh, so what'd you do? Did you pull Jesus Saves out of there? Or
No,
I'm
redesigning a new piece.
Oh, okay.
It'll say like Moses Invests or something.
So in the time that you've been making neon art, from the 80s till now, you've seen it go up and down,
Yes.
trendy, not trendy.
Yes.
Is it coming back?
When I got into it in 1985, I thought I was getting in on the tail end of it.
Oh.
I thought I was like a late comer to the game. Right now it's coming back. It's coming back pretty strong. What I look for is, in advertising and movies and stuff, you start seeing neon showing back up again. And real neon and not that fake neon.
None of that fake neon stuff allowed here. No.
No way.
Okay, so it's coming back.
Yes. The only problem is LEDs have really kind of taken over as far as a light source for advertising. But people are starting to realize that all the promises that the LED manufacturers put forth are, falling flat on their face.
Oh, it lasts forever, and your power bill goes down. Woo-hoo. All right. Well, hey, neon's coming back. Michael Flechtner came back. Woo! You stuck it out. That's, almost 30 years.
I really
30
over
years?
30, yeah,
Over
but
30 years
33,
in neon.
yeah, 33 years. I really enjoy the basic process.
Gotta love it. Well, you've heard it here first. Neon's back. Michael Flechtner, thanks for being a guest on Modern Art Blitz.
I really enjoyed it, Matt. Thanks a lot.
Well, good. I'm glad you had a good time. We'll be back right after this.